Back from that short commercial break, it's a podium show every single Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight as we preview and review in the world of motorsport. On the line over Zoom call to Nikhil Sachania, Kenyan Rally Driver. We definitely have to be interacting regarding a lot of things, more so his sporting career. Then definitely have to marry Sachania. Tujakudayo. Was Zubeda ne Aaron Samba, who definitely have sent us their questions. Tujakwatuzuza Sachania in the course of this interaction. So we're doing a Zoom call. Chovola wanga tusiza kone kungeje tukula mwe previous wetu kwa WhatsApp call. So now apparently we're doing a Zoom. So technology ndoza cha tukola wano. Kale. Hello Sachania, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you and how's Kenya? How's Nairobi?
Yeah, Nairobi's not too bad. Very, very hot. But all good otherwise.
Okay, you're live on Fufa TV as well as on 102.1 Fufa FM. I'm requesting you to say hello to our dear viewers and listeners.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay. First things first, if someone gets to know the name, he has the name Sachania, what should come in his or her mind?
Hopefully it's just good things. Well, I'm a rally driver. I've been rallying for about 10 years now. Started my career in 2014. I started with the SPV vehicle, which was like a pickup, homemade. And then I moved to a Super 2000 car. And now I'm driving a Lancer Evolution 10. And the unique thing about me is that I'm a disabled driver, so I'm in a wheelchair. And the entire vehicle is operated by my hands.
You have it on your steering, like a Formula 1 car?
Yeah, something similar. Yeah, very similar.
So it was specifically designed for that to suit the purpose, to suit you as an individual?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Then let's get into, you've talked about having competed in the last, driven rally in the last 10 years. Any inspirations that drove you into starting to compete in rallying?
Any inspirations from rallying?
Yeah.
Well, I would say, yeah, my dad was a rally driver before. So I've always been accustomed to kind of being in the rallying scene. So ever since I was young, I've always wanted to get into rally. You know, I used to hear his old stories. And then when I was in school, he used to rally as well. So I got some opportunity to join the service crew and kind of, be in that environment while he was there as well.
Okay, then any accolades you've won in the last 10 years since you started competing?
Yeah, so in my first year of participating, I won the SPV championship. I won Motorsport's Personality of the Year for Kenyan Motorsports Federation. I won a Safaricom Sportsman of the Year award as well. And then I won 2 more SPV championships. I won a Division 3 championship, and most recently I won the Group N championship last year.
Yeah, so you won the Group N championship. So the one that was won by Jasmet, the Chana brothers, that is Jasmet Chana and Ravi Chana. Which one was that? That was the overall?
Yeah, so Jasmeet was won the overall championship, so he was the national champion. I won the Group N championship, but he was using a B13 category car, so he also won the championship for the B13 category as well.
Okay. Okay, we'll definitely get into those types of cars later on in the course of this discussion. But let's talk about when we saw the entry of the Safari. Your name is among the 29 entrants and driving the Evo 10. What inspirations have you drawn from the Safari, and how has it impacted motorsport in Kenya?
Yeah, I mean, with the Safari, it's been an up and down, I think. But we've had a good turnout. I think there's a lot of technical and a lot of safety elements that are being pushed in by the FIA, which is a good thing. There is also, the demand to have a more it's more regulated. So you need to have a car that is actually capable of driving in the Safari. So there is a bit of cost that gets behind that, to make sure you have the correct safety equipment, to make sure your car is correctly homologated. So there is a lot of stuff that you need to go by the book, which I think some people have cars here which are not homologated, or the homologation has expired. So it is a bit tough for the local teams to come in, but they're still there in the local championship. So it's good to have the international drivers here as well. But yeah, we do need to support our local drivers, be it East African, from Tanzania, from Uganda. It's always good to support them all.
Of course, we had the return of the Safari after 19-year absence, but since it did return, because we had the candidate event in 2019, then the event was meant to start in 2020, then we had the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, it didn't run. So it's running in Kenya. It's going to be the third time, 2021, 2022, 2023 as well.
Fourth time.
Fourth time in, yeah. How impactful has this event been in terms of motorsport in Kenya in general, in terms of organization, in terms of administration? Do you draw lessons from the way the Safari is organized, and how you guys prepare your cars for that event, and you bring it has a trickle-down effect onto your KNRC?
Yeah, so I mean, as I said, it does attract a lot of international eyes onto Kenya. So in terms of safety, homologation, technical delegates coming down, it's been quite tedious, and I think our local team has been able to manage and adhere to all the regulations that are required. In terms of safety, I think that has improved a lot. All our roads for the WRC are closed, and even for the KNRC are no more open roads. Everything is closed. So it does bring a challenge to the organizing committee to make sure that things are safe and are followed by the book.
Then, since the return of the Safari, we've seen a dwindling number of entries onto the KNRC. Case in point, the last event, which was in Eldoret, won by Vora, it had, I think, 9 or 10 entries. Should we say that those entries have dwindled because of the Safari, and what else has impacted that? What has caused that? Because previously on KNRC we used to have a number of entries, 30 plus, but even last season when China won the championship, we have an event having 9 or 10, 12 entries in an event.
Yeah, I mean, like myself, I can speak for myself where this year I didn't take part in the Eldoret Rally because I was busy preparing for the WRC. We had the launch for KCB. The car had been stripped. In fact, it's still stripped. We're trying to put everything together for the Safari. So there is a bit of work that needs to go behind that. For last year, I know the numbers were not as how they used to be back in the day. But I think that also boils down to the economy. It has been a tough couple of years for everybody, myself included. And with regulations and stuff that have been put in place to keep us safe and to keep spectators safe and everything, it does put a burden on the entrance. So I'm sure if they ease off on the regulations a little bit, like I saw in Uganda, you had, I think, almost 40 entries, which was fantastic.
The ARC up to 2030. If it can do the ARC, that means it can do. If it can do the WRC, then it means it can do the ARC. Any plans of you doing the ARC in the group in the ARC 2 category?
I did get one opportunity, I think, in 2020 where I went to Tanzania. But I definitely would like to take part in the ARC. I'd like to go and race, in the countries that are around us and see the competition there. Try out the roads that are there. I think it'll be a nice way for me to see where I stand overall in Africa. And also the main thing is to kind of show that, disability is not an inability. I know a lot of people don't see my kind of car or someone in my position to be competing in the sport that we do.
Okay, because Hamza has won the WRC2 categories, competed last year as well, and even the previous year trying to win the championship in there. Okay, then there's a time we had a discussion with Chana regarding the B13, and we did ask him a question whether he can put back the.
It's a bigger restrictor, so there's more power already in the car. You get to upgrade a few more things where you can have a sequential gearbox. So it's more, the B13 class is almost similar to the R5, I would say. Upgrading it to the R4 would make it eligible for ARC category. The only thing is that B13 is only for our Kenya
the national
championship. Yeah, so it's a very tough call. It is cheaper to upgrade it to B13, but to have it to R4, it is a bit more expensive. Yeah.
Then Chana has just gone into the R5. Should we say that in the near future we'll see Sachania in an R5 as well?
God willing, I hope to get a new car. Let's see how the sponsors assist us in the future. I hope things can pan out well, and maybe not a R5, maybe a Rally 3. Let's see how things go. Yeah.
Then that means that will inform your decision on doing the ARC, or you have to first wait to so you can upgrade into an R3 or an R5. Then you tackle the ARC, or you're going to tackle the ARC using the Evo X.
Well, for now, my plans would be to use the Evo X. Obviously, as I mentioned, the funding is quite difficult. So I have the car at the moment. It has been approved by the FIA for the hand controls and everything. So the plan is, if I do get the opportunity, definitely I'll be down with the Evo 10. Yeah.
Okay, then let's talk about the Safari. Let's get back into the Safari. It's on card from the 28th to the 31st of this month. You are cap have today's 11th. You have around 17 days, 2 weeks to the event. How prepared are you? You've just talked about the car apparently being stripped. Is time on your side, and what kind of performance should you expect from you? Because we'll definitely be out in Kenya to support you guys.
No, most definitely. We're the car is almost ready. In fact, by tomorrow we'll have a lot of the items back in the car. We have. I was waiting for 1 or 2 parts from the UK, which relate to the gearbox, but in fact, 1 part was delivered today morning. Hopefully, 1 will be delivered the day after. So I'm hoping to test the car over the weekend, and then in terms of what we plan on doing for the Safari itself, in terms of performance, I think we're looking at trying to get at least a top 15 finish. I know I've said that a few times in my other interviews, but we're pushing for that, and then obviously maybe a top 3 for the local KNRC circuit.
Okay, then let me bring you back home here in Uganda. Any drivers you're well versed with and their levels of competition here in Uganda?
I've been following the 2R5 drivers, Jas Mangat and Yasin, and I have met them a few more times during the events here in Kenya. So I think they do have potential in terms of competition. Having the experience in Kenya, I think it'll be favorable to them. Although our how the terrain changes a bit crazy. So I wish them the best of luck. I think they'll have good fun. I know Yasin is taking part. I know he'll have good fun. Last year, I think he had to pull out last minute due to some issues. So I think he'll definitely have a good time and have a good performance.
Okay, then if you're to do the ARC, that means the first event on the ARC will be in here in Kampala. Should we expect you here, and these guys should polish their machines ahead of Sachania's appearance in Uganda?
Okay, I would say keep them ready. Let's see. If, as I said, if things play out to my favor, then definitely you'll see us up there. Yeah.
Okay. Then any parting shots to the motorsport fanatics out here in Uganda as well as on the African scene as well? An inspiration.
Yeah, I hope to see all the fans, migrate to Naivasha for the WRC. I hope to see you guys there, and to cheer us on. But be safe. Motorsports is very dangerous. You know how things are, and I know Ugandan fans are one of the craziest I hear. But I hope to see all of you there on the circuit.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll definitely talk to you in the near future. Look for you out in the WRC Safari Rally, and we'll definitely have you in another interaction session. Thank you very much, and stay well.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay. Yeah, but the Sachania from Kenya. We're going for a short commercial break. Get back to Marione Women Celebrations. Women Motorsport Celebrations. We'll see Kezali on the 8th of March 2020. Patkomeo.